Most agents are spending $500, $800, sometimes $1,200 a month on Zillow leads. Meanwhile, they've got 50, 100, maybe 200 people sitting in their CRM who've already done business with them, people who already know them, trust them, have experienced their service firsthand, and they haven't talked to them in 6 months. Hi, I'm Gary Carpenter, and last year I ran a 90-day campaign to reactivate my sphere, people I'd worked with, people I knew, and people who'd gone quiet. In 90 days, I generated 8 signed listing agreements. 0 ad spend, 0 cold calls, just a simple system for re-engaging people who already knew who I was. In this video, I'm walking you through the entire campaign, every email, every text, every phone call, the exact timeline, what worked and what didn't. By the end, you'll have a stillable playbook you can start running this week. Let's get started. This campaign runs in 3 phases over 90 days. Phase 1 is the reintroduction. You're reminding people you exist without being pushy or salesy. Phase 2 is the conversation. You're creating a dialogue and uncovering opportunities. And then phase 3 is the conversation. You're turning interest into appointments and appointments into signed agreements. I'm going to walk you through all 3 phases, what to send, when to send it, what to say on the phone, all of it. Let me start with phase 1. Phase 1 starts with a simple text message. Week 1 of the campaign, you're sending a personal text to everyone in your database. Keep it casual. Something like, "Hey Gary, I was going through my contacts and I realized we haven't talked in forever. Hope you and the family are doing well. Let me know if there's ever anything I can help with." That's it. This does 2 things. 1, it reminds them you exist. They see your name pop up on their phone. 2, it opens the door for them to respond if they want to. Some will, some won't. Both are fine. The people who respond might just say, "Hey, we're good. Thanks for reaching out." That's a win. You're back on their radar. Some might say, "Actually, we've been thinking about making a move." That's a bigger win. You just uncovered an opportunity by sending 1 text. Either way, you went from invisible to present. Now, let's move on to week 2. On week 2, you're sending an email. This one's a quick market update for their neighborhood. Keep it short, 3 or 4 sentences max. Subject line could be something like, "What's happening in Keystone right now?" Copy paste this body of the email. "Hey, Gary, thought you'd want to see what's been going on in Keystone lately. Homes are moving faster than they did last year. Inventory is still tight. Prices have held steady. If you're curious what that means for your home's value, let me know. Happy to pull some numbers for you." You're giving them useful information about something they care about, their home and their neighborhood, and you're making it easy for them to raise their hand if they want more. This email does a few things. It positions you as the neighborhood expert. You're paying attention to their area. You know what's selling and what's not. It gives value without asking for anything in return. You're helping them stay informed. And it creates a soft opportunity for them to engage. If they're even remotely curious about their home's value, they can reply. Week 3 or 4, you're sharing a recent win. This can be a text, an email, or a post in a neighborhood Facebook group if you're in it. Something like, "Just help the family on Oak Street sell their home in under 2 weeks. Market's been strong in Keystone. If you've been thinking about making a move, happy to chat." This is social proof. They see you're active, you're closing deals, you're getting results in their neighborhood specifically. It plants a seed even if they're not ready to sell today. When they're ready, they'll remember you're the agent who's actually moving homes in their area. By the end of phase 1, about 30 days in, everyone in your database has heard from you at least a couple of times. You're back in their orbit and you haven't asked them for a single thing. So let's jump to phase 2. Where you transition from being present to having real conversations. Around week 5 or 6, start making phone calls. Pick some people from your database, past clients you genuinely like, sphere contacts you haven't talked to in a while, people you actually enjoy catching up with. Call them. Open the call simple. Hey Jim, it's Gary. I was thinking about you the other day and wanted to see how you're doing. How's everything going? Then listen. Let them talk. Ask about their family, their job, how the house is treating them, whether they've had any issues, if they need anything. Most people will appreciate that you called. It's rare that someone reaches out just to check in without an agenda. And during that conversation, opportunities surface. Someone mentions they're thinking about downsizing. Someone says their kid's moving back home and they need more space. Someone asks if you can help their neighbor who's looking to sell. You're not forcing it, you're just listening. And when people feel heard, they open up. Even the people who aren't selling right now, they remember you called. And when they do need an agent, you're the one they'll think of. Around week 7, you're doing something that most agents are terrified to do. You're asking for introductions. Send a text to people in your database. Something like, hey Jim, quick question, do you know anyone thinking about buying or selling this year? I'm looking to help a few more families and would love to work with people you know. That's it. Simple and direct. Most agents are scared to do this. They think it's pushy or annoying, but people want to help you. They just don't think about it unless you remind them. That text reminds them. Somewhere in this phase, you can also invite people to something. Client appreciation event, open house in their neighborhood, a coffee meeting. Doesn't have to be fancy, just an opportunity to see people face to face. Face-to-face time builds the relationship deeper than any text or email ever will. When people see you in person, they remember you, they trust you. By the end of phase 2, you've had real conversations. Some people mentioned they're thinking about selling, some referred a friend, some just appreciated hearing from you. All of it matters. Phase 3 is where interest turns into appointments and appointments turn into signed agreements. Around week 9 or 10, you're following up with anyone who mentioned they were thinking about selling. Just a simple call like, hey, we talked a few weeks ago and you mentioned you were considering a move. Where are you with that? People get busy. If you don't circle back, the opportunity dies. Most agents lose deals here. They have a great conversation, the person says they're thinking about it, and the agent never follows up. You can't do that. You have to stay on it. Around week 11, you're sending one more email to the whole database. Subject line, curious what your home is worth right now? And in the body, it's, hey Jim, the market's been moving and a lot of people have been surprised by their home values. If you're curious what yours is worth, I'm happy to pull some numbers. Market analysis, get you in the door. Even if you're not ready to sell today, you're positioning yourself as the expert for when they are. Some people will say yes just out of curiosity. Some will be serious. Either way, you're in a conversation. After this cycle, every 3 months, they get something from you. Market update, holiday card, helpful article, event invitation. You're staying in their world, so when they're ready, you're the call they make. So let me show you the math on this. Average agent has about 100 people in their sphere. Past clients, friends, and family, and old leads. In any given year, about 10% of people move. That's 10 potential transactions sitting in your database. But here's the part most agents miss. Each of those 10 people knows about 10 other people who might buy or sell. So if you stay in touch and ask for referrals, you're not looking at 10 deals, you're looking at way more opportunities. Most agents ignore their database and wonder why their phone doesn't ring. Top producers build their entire business on Sphere and referrals. This campaign is how you do that. The listings you close turn into testimonials, yard signs, social proof, more visibility in those neighborhoods, which leads to more referrals, more inbound calls, and more listings. The whole thing compounds. One campaign, 90 days, it can change your entire year. And if you want the complete system, database strategy, referral generation, pipeline management, the full production architect, check out the production program. The link's in the description. And subscribe because more breakdowns are coming. Start your campaign and reconnect with your sphere. Let's get to work.